Yeah, just looked at the progress. So, I had a meeting today with the project manager for this area of PA Group 16, which is the number of villages around this area here. There had been some delays on the initial time frame for works. The original contractor that was going to be completing the works just couldn't scale up enough to complete all of the villages that they were going to have. So I've actually brought a new build contractor on board. They're all onboarded, all good to go, called JW Network Solutions. So they're the vans that you'll see around the area. So the pre-build works and initial survey works were all completed in December, and the other works were supposed to start obviously earlier in the year. It's now due for the start date of the works is 2nd of October, with a February completion date on that one. Then moving on to the 12-week validation and connection of all pre-ordering customers. I know I also spoke with them about there was a request for any grass that was taken up, for any trenching done, for that to be put back down again. So again, that's absolutely fine to do that. Obviously the only concern they've got is if they pop it back down again, if it's been out of the ground for a few days, if it doesn't take back, but they're happy to do that, of course. Generally what they would do, they would just re-soil and reseed, but it's absolutely, if that's what you want for the turf to go back down, they can absolutely do that for you, that's not a problem. So they're the main kind of updates in terms of the project. So yeah, 2nd of October is when you're going to see work starting in the area.
Okay, and when are we going live in Hilton?
So the work's completed in February,
Yep.
Everything going to plan. And then there's a 12-week period of validating and surveying and connecting all the pre-order customers. So once all the pre-ordered customers are connected, then we start to connect the people who have signed up later after that.
Okay.
So they'll be live then, basically. So, yeah.
So between February and May?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Will people be getting connected within that period?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so it's the finalisation will be 3 months after that?
Yeah, we say it's a generalised SLA just for the total time. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's longer, depending on the difficulties you may have on particular houses or something like that. So, but yeah, 12 weeks on average.
Okay. As we're close meeting at the moment.
Can I ask a question as well?
Just about to say, this is open discussion, fine.
Okay, yeah, thanks. I get quite a lot of feedback from folks that they don't get any responses from you.
Right, okay.
Really poor. A lot of people are saying they contact customer services asking questions, don't get any feedback at all. So I don't know if there's anything you can do about better customer service, but that's pretty appalling in their minds. And then that follows on to whether people are asking whether they can cancel their pre-orders, because it's now outside of the terms and conditions of the pre-order contracts.
Yeah.
So is that now we're so far out of date from when the orders were placed, getting on for 2 years, well, a year and a half ago, can people just cancel their
So what I
orders?
need to do is, I was just having a conversation with this gentleman actually. I'm going to get in touch with our accounts team and get an official statement, because I can't say definitively yes or no from my position, but I can get an answer on whether they can or not. And for because it will need to be time frames from when people have signed up. Yeah, I can get that information out to either the parish council or for the website or whoever needs it really for a general distribution.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of discussions and lots of forums, and particularly on Facebook, is where I've been picking it up from and asking questions. So if you can get official statements out, we can put that up on Facebook. I don't mind doing it. I put the last one up I got from you, I think, which was only after beating up Matt, the sales guy, saying we're getting a lot of grief here in the village. Please, can somebody respond to us? So that sort of work, but we shouldn't really have to do that. The follow-on question to people cancelling is, obviously we hit your threshold for minimum number of pre-orders. If you get a lot of people cancelling and that drops below that, is there any risk of actually the project not going ahead?
I wouldn't have thought so at this later stage. If every single person in the village cancelled, maybe that's something that would need to be addressed. We've never had that happen before. Yeah, honestly, I can't answer that question fully because it's never happened before.
Okay.
I can't see at this stage the amount of money that's been put into the designs, the pre-design work. It's literally just the build left to do. I can't imagine that happening. But again,
But it could.
I can ask the question.
Okay.
It's never before, so and I don't think we've ever discussed it before either. So yeah.
No, I don't know if you've ever been this late, and obviously people being dissatisfied with they're getting their renewal contract from BT or Talk to whoever they're with, you see, and they're going through that discussion of can I renew, you know, we obviously have that period of time where you would pay up to 12 months of a contract, but a lot of these are two-year contracts they're getting into. So
Yeah,
can we
yeah.
have a definitive on that?
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
absolutely, yeah. I'll get information for that. And I think there are talks of actually, when we're getting some areas that have been delayed past what they should have been done, extending deferral periods and things like that to make it easier for people. So I can bring that all up and get something more definitive.
Yeah, and it didn't help sending letters out to people saying, you know, please sign up, we're near the threshold. Just patently wrong.
Right.
And people being phoned up, that was on Facebook this last couple of weeks as well, being phoned up by your sales guys basically saying, we need to get you signed up so you can hit that threshold and then get the project moving, which is patently wrong.
Yeah, yeah, that is wrong.
So if you can get the marketing sorted as well,
Yeah.
it just annoys people more than anything else.
Of course,
It's just annoying, but actually you phone people up that have pre-ordered.
Yeah, so the telesales team will
Tell you some letters. I got a letter.
to say to get up to threshold.
Yeah, I got a letter. My wife got a letter.
Confused, yeah.
I think a lot of people in the village got letters. So anyway,
Okay.
it's not been managed and organised particularly well, but we need some definitives, I think, to get the confidence back in the villages.
Yeah.
If you want to get them to hang on and not cancel and stick with what they've got or go with something alternative, then I think you just need to do something there.
Yeah, yeah. I'll bring that up. I'll bring that up tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Andy. Anyone else would like to further discuss? No? Okay. Craig, thank you for coming along.
No worries at all.